able to do it.
I wouldn't test the rule.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
Don't. I'm telling you, don't put yourself in that position. It's going to put you in a bad position. It's going to put us in a bad position. We will be forced to take you into custody for contempt, indirect contempt of court, and you'd go in front of a judge. That is what will happen. I'm just letting you know. And I don't want that to happen.
Did you say Deputy Chief Cavalli was coming back?
I mean, he said he was.
Okay, well, let him answer that.
Well, he already did, so I'm asking another deputy.
Oh, well, I can't help you.
Is it no transparency? Because you're on camera, is it? The Tyrant Terminator. What's up, TTA family? Back at y'all with another one, man. Today we at the Lake County Courthouse out here, Lake County, Illinois, downtown Waukegan. Getting ready to go in here and see if we can get some clarity, man, on that judge's order prohibiting citizens from recording in public. So we're gonna go in here and see what they got to say. Let's go. We'll just check in down here.
Yeah, but we can't have the camera on.
Huh?
The camera can't be going on with there.
A couple weeks ago, I spoke with Deputy Cavalli. Are you familiar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
The chief.
that's the chief, exactly. He told me I was able to record, as long as I didn't go past, like, on the other side, I think he said past them where you get the marriage certificate. So he was like, right here. And that's on that side, right?
That's on that side.
Correct. So that's
And
what.
then here you can't record, like you can't record the security area right here, or inside the courtrooms or in the hall.
No, I know you. Well, I know you can't record in the courtroom.
Hallways, I mean. You can't do the hallways either.
Are you sure? Because your chief told me something different.
I can call him. We call him.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
What's the name, sir?
James.
Jacobs?
James.
James.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some dialogue from Sheriff Deputy Cavalli is gonna come down and speak with us again just to get some, like you said, definitely get some clarity on where and where we can't. Okay, for sure. Be back right back with your TTA. Okay, now I'm coming in, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I remember you telling me like the environs and things of that nature,
Exactly.
right? So I wanted to go to the administration office. Now I know that's, when I talked to you that day, you said long as it's not really before, like when you get the marriage certificates, anything behind that and those hallways are off limits.
Correct.
But the administration part is in the front of that.
Correct.
So what I'm going to do today actually is just go in there and reconfirm with some clarity on that judge's order. Because like I was just telling this deputy, I actually, since then, I've been doing some investigation.
Yeah.
And I found out when I spoke to the judge's clerk and his secretary, the chief judge, they said that it's not actually an order, it's just a rule.
Okay.
So if it is a rule, then we're able to do it.
I wouldn't test the rule.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
Don't. I'm telling you, don't put yourself in that position. It's going to put you in a bad position. It's going to put us in a bad position. We will be forced to take you into custody for contempt, indirect contempt of court, and you'd go in front of a judge. That is what will happen. I'm just letting you know. And I don't want that to happen. I really don't.
Okay, because I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Like I told the clerk and the secretary, and they reconfirmed it with me that it's not his order, because it's not even what you gave me, that copy of what you gave me, it wasn't even signed by no judge. So it's obviously not an order. You get what I'm saying?
I would talk to them about the specifics.
For sure.
I would not test it, especially with me telling you right now. It would be
I understand,
violation.
but you know what they're telling me something different, Deputy Cavalli.
I don't
You
know.
feel
I
me?
can't speak to what they said to you. I don't know. I know what they've told me. I know what the chief judge has told me directly, 100%.
No one can record, and like the hallways.
Once you hit that threshold, that's it.
And I'll be in
That
contempt.
goes for everybody. That goes for if the news is here, which they come here all that they were here yesterday.
Right.
They would not be able to point their news cameras, and I can show you. I can walk over there with you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But they would not be able to point it down that one hallway on the other side, even if they're in the public area like we are right now. It's all off limits.
Really?
Yes.
But it's not an order though. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, I could see if it was a law or.
We're getting hung up over the verbiage. That is the rule of the court in Lake County, and we have direct orders from the judge how to handle those.
Okay, let me ask you this. I understand that we're getting caught up on the verbiage, right? But by you being a law enforcement officer, you swore an oath to uphold the Constitution.
However,
real quick, I just want to get this out.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So the judge, like, let's say for instance, it was an official judge's order with his signature. He's not a legislator, right? He can't just make laws.
You're absolutely right.
So all I'm trying to do is today, I just want to make sure that we confirm that it is actually his order. Because if it is, we want to be able to afford him the opportunity to do away with such an order.
Sure.
If he don't, then we're going to have to contact the Judicial Inquiry Board and get his seat lifted.
Hey,
we don't want to do that, though.
It's all through. I'd have some conversations with him. I'm just letting you know what he told me. I can't speak for what you're saying. They told you on the phone or whatever. Or you had a meeting. I'm just letting you know. I'm happy to walk over there with you, show you exactly what I am talking about. And you're absolutely right. We swear to uphold the Constitution.
For sure.
In the courthouse, we are bound by the rules of the court. All the rules, all the orders. They set the guidelines for courts in Lake County and
state Illinois.
State. Yeah. So every judicial circuit, they set their own rules, and they're afforded that by the Illinois Supreme Court. They are allowed to do that.
But see, and I understand that because I seen the language. I seen the language with courtrooms, never a courthouse.
Yeah, no. So it's the same thing with. You see, there's no chewing gum in court. That's a rule of the court. Somebody that violates that, if the judge or a court security officer goes and says, "Hey, you got to spit your gum out,"
right,
and they say no,
right,
they're in contempt of the court.
But watch this: a judge couldn't say there's no chewing gum in the courthouse. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
understand the courtroom.
I see your point.
Yeah, the courtroom, of course.
I see your point. However, with videography, filming, recording, and things of that nature, they have said anything environs, anything that is under the jurisdiction of the court has to have prior approval for recording. They're not saying you can't. They're saying you have to have approval from them first. It has to go through a process.
Okay, and this is coming from, like you said, a chief judge.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to go over there. We definitely finna go over there and challenge that, because that's what I'm here to do. We know it's we the people, man.
No, totally get what you're saying, and it's from what you're telling me. It's you have an issue with the constitutionality of what's going on.
Of course.
But I would just encourage you to test that. Don't test it by me saying, "Hey, you can't film there," and then you filming there, because it's going to put us both in a position we don't want to be.
But watch this though, Deputy Cavalli. You know, with all due respect, man, this is our third encounter, man. Has always been respectful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remain respectful.
I know.
But watch this, right? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Let's just say, theoretically speaking, I go over there and start recording where they say I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, I'm in direct contempt of court.
Indirect criminal contempt.
Okay, indirect.
Yes.
I'm indirect.
Because you're not in the presence of a judge, but you are aware of the rule and violating the rule.
And I'm violating the rule,
Yes.
okay, knowingly.
Correct.
Okay, so, but you know the officer that's gonna put me in handcuffs and put me under arrest, guess what happens to him? His qualified immunity's out of there.
Hey,
I'm telling you the truth.
I don't want to put you in a position like that. I don't want to put them in a position like that.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's
but you know what's messed up, Deputy Cavalli, real quick. That like you guys are some of you guys are good, man. All cops are not bad, but I feel sorry for almost 95% of you guys, because you guys are put in a compromising position where you have to enforce unjust laws. How does that make you feel?
Well, listen, when we sign up to do the job, we don't necessarily agree with every law that's on the books, you know. And
but you guys should become whistleblowers then.
Just like you, there might be laws you don't agree with, but
and like one of them I'm hearing now.
Exactly, and our job is to enforce the law. Yeah, there's discretion that we have in different situations and things like that, and police officers should always use discretion. You know, if it's a mistake, somebody didn't know they're violating the law. Well, that might be an opportunity for the police officer to inform the person instead of making an arrest. You know, so good judgment, discretion, those are all things we look for when we hire deputies at our office or court security officers here at the courthouse. You know, whatever it is. I mean, that's what we want to see. We want to see good decision making. We don't want to see somebody that just says, "This is the law, that's that." You know, there's some give and take,
right.
So anyway, it's Friday. Weather's beautiful. It's going to be an awesome weekend.
Man, the weather ain't beautiful, man.
Don't challenge this where a judge holds you in contempt and you're spending the weekend in jail. I don't want to see that.
I feel you, but I definitely still want to go over to the administration office
You want me to show you what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And then can I get another copy of that as well?
I can.
Yeah, for sure. My viewers want to see it, man. I'm telling you, man. you know, they not happy about this, man. You know what I mean? All right, TTA family, man, y'all stay tuned with me, man. Getting ready to go over here and walk with Deputy Cavalli. Y'all remember from a couple weeks ago, man, with the probation building. So we just trying to, you know, basically just get some clarity on this order from the chief judge, man. Y'all staying tuned though. Really?
Yes.
Just to even have the lens that
Even though you're in the lobby.
Wow.
Yes. So
Okay.
like when the news is here, they'll usually set up over there, or they'll
Okay.
set up in the corner so they can shoot this way.
Okay.
But they will not shoot that way.
But so this is fair game.
Yes.
That way.
Yep.
Now what about right here?
Yep.
Now is that the administration office there?
So no, so that's the treasurer's office.
Okay.
The county treasurer. That's the county clerk's office. And then once you get back here, it's all court. So the law library, that's considered court environs.
Okay.
Are you talking like court administration
Yeah,
where they are?
yeah.
So they're on the second floor over.
We can't record over there.
No, can't record over there.
So who can I speak with in terms of possibly you know, challenging this? Like I know you just telling me exactly what you know what you're trying to enforce.
So here's how I would go about challenging something.
Okay.
Instead of testing it where, you know, personally I could get myself arrested.
Okay.
Here's how I would challenge something. I would file a lawsuit. If you're challenging a rule or the law, that's what lawsuits are for. Civil lawsuits, and that's going about it in a way where you're not jeopardizing your safety, your freedom, or anything else.
But see, the thing is, we have to be able to afford the judge an opportunity to rectify what he's done wrong.
So
instead of just, you feel what I'm saying?
So through suit, that is the legal process and the legal method to
you know what?
challenge.
That's something I'd definitely be willing to do if the judge does confirm that it's his order. If he
Yes.
said, yeah, that's me, it's my direction.
So here,
for
let
sure.
me even give you an example. So body cameras, we wear them, right? Let's say I'm filming over there because something's happening in that section over there. Let's say there's a disruption or something. We respond, we activate our body cameras.
Okay.
Even though it's recorded on my body camera, because it's in court environs, I don't have the authority to release that video to anybody. The chief judge would have to. So let's just say you were one of the people involved in this, right?
Okay.
And I'm talking to you, and you say after the fact, you know what? I want to FOIA that body cam video.
They wouldn't
because
allow it.
involved me. We don't have the authority to release it. We would have to get the chief judge to approve the release, then we can release it, even though we hold that, and the courts have upheld that. So that's how restrictive it is once you're inside the court, and it applies for us too.
So let me ask you this. So like, who, okay, because I understand what you're saying in terms of filing a lawsuit. But today, I just feel like I want to, even if I can't record, I still need to be pointed in the right direction on what administration office do I go to just file an even official complaint? Or get, you know, like I said, afford the judge the opportunity to at least say, you know what, shut that down.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying today?
Let me see if they're here where they can come down and talk to you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Okay.
For sure.
Does that sound all right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then in the meantime, I'll go to my office and print off another copy of what I gave you.
Okay, and then I'll just hang around.
All right.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, I'll get right back.
All right. Yeah, TTA gang. So that was Deputy Cavalli again. Like you said, man, we're trying to, you know, we're basically trying to, we're going to challenge this thing, man. Like I said, I've been in talks for the last couple weeks about this order. Like I said, the secretary told me it was a rule. We're going to see today, man. We're going to get down to it. And if the judge refuses to do away with such an order, like I said, we'll contact the Judicial Inquiry Board. And then, you know, like I said, his whole job will be at stake. So we'll see. I'll stay in tune. Deputy, what's your name?
Gary.
Gary? I'm waiting for Deputy Chief Cavalli to come back down. We're waiting to see about supposed to be a judge's order that we can't record past this
Yeah,
range.
that is true.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm here for. I just wanted to have a dialogue in terms of like how does it make you guys feel as law enforcement officers to have to enforce unjust laws? Like, doesn't it? You get what I'm saying?
Did you say Deputy Chief Cavalli was coming back?
I mean, he said he was.
Okay, well, let him answer those.
Well, he already did. So I'm asking another deputy.
Oh, well, I can't help you.
Is it no transparency? Because you're on camera. Here he is right here. He was forthcoming with it.
Okay, here he comes.
Deputy Cavalli. Hey, he probably scared of the camera or something, man. I don't know, man.
All right. Okay, so There's the rules.
Okay.
I printed them out. Casey Morgan is who you want to talk to. She's out with a family emergency today.
Casey Morgan.
Yes.
Okay.
However, she's willing to take your call if you want to give her a call.
Casey Morgan.
Yep.
Okay.
She just cannot meet you personally due to being out of the office today. Otherwise, she would come down and talk to you.
Now, you know what? I mean, I can go up there as long as I cut the camera off, right?
She's not here though.
Oh.
She's
it's on her.
out. This will forward to her cell phone.
Okay. Okay, let me see. You see, okay, now see, right there, C, letter C, right? You see where it says journalistic undertakings?
Yep.
So what is that exactly?
So this is saying may be authorized by the court for these purposes, provided that the court is not in session during such blah, 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 blah. So the court still has to approve that.
Regardless.
And then if you go on to the, one other spot you could go is go on the Illinois Supreme Court website and then type in extended media.
Okay. Extended media.
And then you'll get like a list of court rules, court orders from the Illinois Supreme Court that Lake County has adopted in regards to filming, extended media, so on and so forth. So, but she talked to her. She's a great resource. She knows these rules inside and out.
Okay, for sure, man. Why was he so? He wasn't too forthcoming, man.
No?
No,
I don't know. I'll ask
He
him.
was like, you was talking to Deputy Chief Cavalli. I'm like, yeah, you know, he's always been good. He's like, well, wait for him to come back. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, you know, I get it. Here's what I will say. You know as well as I, some people are uncomfortable being recorded.
I know.
You know? And
But-
I get
but
it.
you know what's crazy?
There's
Look up there.
recordings everywhere. I get that. I get that.
You
too.
know, that's great.
I get it too.
Okay.
But it's just like stepping in front of a TV camera. A lot of people, they would never want to do that because they don't know who it's going out to and, you know, what people are going to think, what they're going to say.
But when we talking about law enforcement
I
officers,
understand.
you're definitely
Hey.
supposed to be like,
No, I get it. I understand.
for sure. Well, all right, man.
All
Deputy
right.
Cavalli, man. Once again, man. Appreciate you
All right.
for being professional, man, helping me out, man. Like I say, hey, I'm going all the way with this thing, though,
All
man.
right, let me know.
All right, check you out. All right, you too. Yeah, so he's back, man. The other officer acting like he didn't even want to, didn't even want to talk, man. You know, so let's see if we can get some of these officers to at least talk about it. Let's see what they say. How you doing? Can I speak with any one of you guys? How you doing? Pretty good. I was just talking to Deputy Chief Cavalli. You guys familiar? For sure. Yeah. And basically what we were trying to do is just trying to see why, as a judge's order to not allow citizens to record in public accessible areas, why is it being enforced? Because it's unconstitutional. I know that's you guys' boss, obviously.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, I just wanted to get some dialogue from different sheriff's point of views on how does it make you guys feel being law enforcement officers and have to enforce unjust laws? How does that make you feel? Like you're forced to do that.
Information you want about that, you'd have to go through our public information officer.
What's that?
You'd have to go through our public information officer.
For what, sir?
I see you recording.
Yeah, that's okay.
The whole idea is that policies and all that other decision making is that information is available through our public information.
No, I understand that. Where I'm not asking about the policy. I'm asking you personally how you're enforcing unjust laws. How does that make you feel?
I personally have no comment on the situation, sir.
Oh, really?
I would refer you to our public information officer.
What about you, man?
I feel indifferent.
You feel indifferent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have indifferent feeling.
About the laws?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what? Like how do you feel about it? Because obviously, if you are put in a position to enforce it, and it's actually not a law, it's just some type of judge's rule, but you swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. So if you're kind of like in a compromised position in terms of your employment.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm just trying to get some dialogue from different officers' point of views.
I understand what you're doing.
Okay.
I feel indifferent.
You feel indifferent.
Yeah.
You're keeping it broad then. Keeping your response kind of like
Vague.
Okay. Well, at least I appreciate that for sure. Thanks a lot. You know what I mean? Well, we're definitely going to be challenging this order because, like I said, it's unconstitutional. We're not going to quit until it's at least lifted. And we basically, today, we just wanted to try to give the judge like an opportunity to correct it before we file a complaint with the Judicial Inquiry Board. And that's going to, that's going to cost the judge his job. I don't want to do that if it's not his order. You know what I mean? So we'll see. What's your name?
My name's Officer Tice.
Officer Tice? You're with the Lake County Sheriff's Department?
Yes.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks a lot for having at least a little dialogue that you did.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, TTA family, man. So, man, again, like I said, we leaving the Lake County Courthouse, man. We trying to basically challenge this order, man, and we gonna go all the way with it, man. He told me to contact some lady here named Casey Morgan. If you guys can see that, Casey Morgan, with Extended Media, Lake County, Illinois, man. We definitely finna get her on the phone. We're not finna play no games with these people, man, trying to infringe on the citizens' right to record in publicly accessible areas. Like I said, this is supposed to be the order. There's no signature on it. There's no law. So again, that's what we doing, man. I'm gonna stay on it. I'm gonna continue to stay on it. And nothing's nobody at any time is gonna infringe on the citizens' rights if I got something to do with it. So again, TTA family, I appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna be doing this, man. We're gonna be locked in, man. For everybody that's new to the channel, I appreciate the support, man, 1000%. And for all the TTA family, man, y'all already know I love y'all, man. Everybody that donated, appreciate it. Let's go.